Hello again, Tom here from Wheeler Automotive. Today showing you around this absolutely unbelievable Range Rover Vogue SE. It's a 2006 model with a 3.6 TDV8 engine. It's a two-owner car and it's easily the cleanest one I've ever seen. I've sold lots of these cars and this one is in absolutely phenomenal condition. It's really low mileage, only done 67,000 miles. It's got a full Land Rover service history. And yeah, it's just, I can't believe how nice it is. There's barely a mark on it. We'll go around it in detail now, but there's no horror stories on this whatsoever. It's just been really well cared for. We'll start off on this front corner here. These are really common for scratches. You can't really see them in the car, so quite often they'll have scratches on them, but there's nothing on this front end at all. The lights just look as new. It's completely standard as well, which I really like. It's not had any of those chintzy grills put on it. Yeah, there's just not a mark on the front bumper whatsoever. Bonnet as well, really clean. There's barely any sort of stone chips. There's the odd one, but hardly anything. And it's got this amazing shine as well. You can see it's quite sunny here at the moment, but yeah, really nice. It's front wing, not a mark on it, genuinely not. The alloys are in excellent condition. There is, some very minor curbings, but these are original. They've not been painted. There's not any rust on it either. These are really renowned for rust, especially in the rear door. I'll show you, but yeah, this one is just unreal. The front discs and pads are new. I've got an invoice for them. They were put on not very long ago, and it's done hardly any miles since. That invoice actually comes to just shy of £5,000. The previous owner, who'd had it from a year old. So the first owner had it for a year, then the second owner, who had it the rest of its time up until I got it recently, had just spent in, I think, March or April of this year, just under £5,000 on it. So it had new brakes all round. It's got a new set of these Continental tyres. These are nearly new, and that's all four tyres. Really expensive tyres, really nice for this car. It had new rear dampers, like 850 quid. New front suspension arms. It's recently had new deployable side steps. So these ones come out when you open the door. It's really smart. So they were replaced not very long ago because the old ones obviously stopped working. Yeah, they work perfectly. Back onto the condition of the car, there's a very small car park door ding. I'll try and get it to focus on my finger here. And that's it for the driver's door. It's perfect otherwise. Passenger door pretty much the same. There is a very small, try and get it to focus again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just above my finger there. There's a very small mark on the paintwork, probably from someone's car door. But otherwise, this whole side of the car is really nice. The glass is all perfect, not a mark on any of the glass. I like the fact that the rear isn't tinted and hasn't had aftermarket tints put on. I think it just looks really classy. This rear alloy, pretty much perfect. I think you can see through there, that's a brand new disc. You can see it's not got any surface corrosion on it. The pads are new as well. Another brand new Continental there. Probably only done a couple of 100 miles, those the tyres. Round to the rear, and yeah, just really good condition. There is a small mark on this tailgate. Looks like probably from where someone's pushed it down to close it. It's just a very faint mark on there, and I'll have a go at buffing that out. But the rest of the rear is in really good shape. The lights, really common for these to steam up, get moisture in them, but these are both like completely clear, no moisture in them whatsoever. The rear bumper itself's really good. There is a small mark just here, something's just touched it, and just to the left of it there as well, probably just backed into something gently. This car doesn't have the tow bar, so it's never towed anything, which is a positive. The only thing that doesn't work on the car, which is really common, is this, the reversing camera. So it sometimes does, but mainly not. And it's because of where they're positioned, they get moisture in them, and then they fail, and this one has done exactly that. Don't think I've ever had one that has a working camera when they're of this sort of age. Right, onto this near side rear quarter. Yeah, not a mark on it there. Really nice. You can see the parcel shelf in there, which is in great nick. This wheel, so we've got a bit of curbing here around this edge, but the wheel on the whole looks really presentable. Another new tyre, brakes as well, new. Yeah, it's really nice. This door, not really anything I can show you on that, it's all nice and straight. Again, we've got the side steps which come out when you open the doors, working perfectly. Actually, while I'm here at this door, I can show you, this is sort of where you would generally see some rust on this arch, but yeah, these ones are just really good. And you can see there's a bit of surface there, a bit of surface corrosion, and that's where they tend to go, and then it creeps all the way up here, but that's absolutely nothing for one of these. Passenger door, there is a little, try and focus it, there's a little mark here, which is probably from where a door has come in and just touched it, which has just marked the paint there. It's so shiny it struggles to focus on it. That's the only mark on that door. Wing mirrors are both good, all working perfectly. Fins are nice. And then back around to this front end, which, yeah, there isn't a mark on there. There is actually a little, I just noticed, there's a little mark in the paint there, which I don't know how that's got there, but there's just those two little marks there. That's it on the, pretty much on the whole car. There's no chips or anything on the windscreen. Electric sunroof works perfectly. Around to this last wheel, which again is in, this one's probably in the nicest shape. There's a bit of, that's just watermarks on there from where I've just cleaned it. Again, nearly new tyre. Discs and pads are new. So yeah, externally, considering it's, you know what, 15 years old, it's like it's a year old. It's unbelievable condition. It's a really straight car, and it actually drives as new, I would say. Gearbox is super tight. changes gear flawlessly. It starts on the button as you would expect. Have a look in the boot. Carpets are all nice and clean. This car's never been smoked in. There's no weird smells in here. The carpets are pretty much perfect. It's got a full-size spare under here. It's there. Locking wheel nut. It's also got one of those Continental tyres on. Put this back down. Reach it. There we go. Show you in the back. So this does have some nice extras. Probably one of the best being the rear entertainment. This all works perfectly. It's got 6-disc DVD changer in the boot, so you can load up some films, and yeah, there's a remote control. It's on the other side, I'll show you. And you can either plug headphones in, or you can just connect up to them with Bluetooth. The rear seats themselves, I mean, it's like they've never been sat in, to be honest. The rear of the car is exceptionally clean. It's got these proper Land Rover mats, these rubber mats in, which I'm assuming have been in since new, because underneath the carpet's just as new. Really, really tidy. Yeah, really straight. Just show you on this side, there's absolutely no corrosion on this side wing at all, whereas, you know, I've seen some 5 years younger than this with rust all the way up here. Door cards, perfect, not a mark on them. Show the other side, because that's got the remote, which is fully working for the rear entertainment. It's in here. So there we go, that's the remote control. You can switch between which screen you want to use, all that kind of stuff. So that all works fine. Put that back in there so we don't lose it. Right, onto the front. We've got a full book pack. The front passenger door is, you know, spotless, not a mark on it. The front passenger seat is also in excellent condition. Really, really tidy. Being the Vogue SE, you see it's got these perforated seats. That's because we've got heated and cooled. So you can turn that to the left. I'll show you what it's on in a minute, but you turn that to the left and there's some fans built into the seat which pull air through and cool them down on a hot day, which actually really works. It's got this nice piano black trim, which is all in good shape. Let's go around the driver's side and we'll start her up. Show the driver's door, which is showing the most wear. You can see on the grab handle here, there's some marks where people have grabbed it and they've had rings on and stuff, and it's just marked the leather a tiny little bit on there. All pretty normal. The driver's seat itself, I would say, is in excellent condition. As you'd expect, there's very little wear to this bolster, which is a commonplace. Even more so probably on these cars is this lower bolster, where you bump into it when you sort of get in and out. Quite often this bit of trim you'll see is cracked, where people kind of slide off the seat out of the car and then knock into that and crack it, but it's perfect on this one. Got really adjustable electric seats with 3 memory settings. That's the lumbar support, and it will push air up into the side backs as well. Got auto xenon lights, which are adaptive, so they do turn with the wheel. Let's get in. So in here, it's all really tidy. Like the steering wheel has got hardly any signs of any wear on it at all. None of the buttons have any signs of wear. it's all just in, you know, really fantastic condition. Let's start it up. So we can see, oh, we'll turn the radio off. You can see just over 67,000 miles. The engine is so sweet. It just it starts the first time every time, and will just solidly tick over like this all day if it needed to. We've got twin zone climate, and there is a separate climate control in the back down there, so they can control the temperature for them. The aircon blows ice cold. It's a warm day today, and that's blowing out nice and cold. Down here we've got a couple of cup holders. We've got a charger port, or cigarette lighter as it would have been used, but this is definitely never been smoked in this car. The suspension works flawlessly, goes up and down as it should, as does the low range. This one in front here is the terrain response, which all works well. Yeah, everything in here works as it should. I think I've already said, with the exception of the reversing camera. It's got the glass sunroof, which works perfectly. Show you that working. The nav and everything all works well, although the nav is, in fairness to it, quite dated, as you would expect for a car of this age. But everything works as it should. It does have Bluetooth for your phone, so you can make and receive phone calls via Bluetooth on it. It also has, under the armrest here, a little Bluetooth adapter which is plugged into the auxiliary port on the back of the armrest there, which means you can stream music. If we go to audio video, you can select auxiliary, and if I have music playing on my phone now, it would be coming out of the very powerful Harman Kardon stereo. So that works well. It's got a heated steering wheel. It's got cruise control and everything, as you would expect. These buttons on the right control the stereo. So it's heated and cooled, so we turn it to the left to turn on the cooling. I think you can probably hear the fans in that seat have just kicked off. It's not showing very well, but 3 blue lights have lit up on there. We can turn that off, or we can go the other way. You see 3 red lights have come on. That's to heat the seat. So that's both of the fronts. The rear seats are heated as well. They're not cooled, but they do have a heating function. Temperature gauge is rock solid in the middle. It's never moved from that at all. You know, I've driven several hundred miles in this car, and it's just been absolutely perfect. I've got 2 working keys, 2 original working keys. Yeah, there's nothing else really to say. I'll be really sad to see it go, because it's easily the nicest one I've ever had. You can see in the sunshine there, it just looks amazing. Well, there it is, our 2006 Range Rover Vogue SE.